Sri Vamanadev, he is a very showing the clever nature of Krishna. Every avatar in the Bhagavatam is showing different aspects of Krishna. Krishna is Swayam, he's the original, so all the different qualities, the Aishvarya, Vishnu in 4th canto and 3rd canto you see, and then the Das avatars, 2nd canto they're mentioned other places, and Varaha avatar in the 3rd canto. All these different natures and qualities of the Lord are fully depicted in Krishna. Swayam Bhagavan Sri Krishna Vrindavan. The power, the grandeur, the sweetness, the mercy, the justice, the love, the cleverness, the uniqueness, the unique forms of love that Krishna expresses in Vrindavan are somewhat similar to the unique forms of his Das avatars. And so Vamana represents the playful nature of Lord Krishna, and his clever nature. He appears to be stealing. Vamanadev appears to be somewhat of a thief. He's stealing, he's misrepresenting himself. He said, I only want 3 steps of land. So Krishna did that same thing. He said, I'm only coming to take butter. All I want is a handful of butter. But he came to take a handful of butter and he took everything. He took everything, the hearts, their minds, bodies, hearts, everything. He stole everything. And the pretext. So Vamanadev said, I only want 3 steps of land. Oh, you're so small. How big is Gopal's hand? Gopal in Bali Leela, when he's in Gokul, he's only 2-3 years old, 3.5, 3 years old. And that's when he did his main Makanchor Leela, Makanchor Wala. He did it. He was 2, 3, 4. How big a hand does he have? How big is his hand? Very, very tiny, small hand. He's only 3 years old, 4 years old. And he's stealing makan butter. So Vamanadev was only 4 feet tall, so how big are his feet? He says, I'll take 3 feet. So Bali Maharaj was thinking nothing. And he took everything. He took his family, his kingdom, his body, his mind, his heart, everything. Atmanavedanam. Atmanavedanam Bali Maharaj ki jai. So who is the greatest, who is the most clever of all? Not Bali, Gopal. Who took the most? Not Bali, Gopal. Who showed the most Atmanavedanam? Not Bali, the gopis. They're the perfectional form of Atmanavedanam, giving everything, even their dignity, their fame and name and legend, everything. Bali didn't give his fame and name, he became more famous. He maintained his dignity and he maintained his fame. In fact, he was promoted to the Patal Raj, the Lord of Sutta Loka, which is in the lower regions. And Vamanadev stays there sometime with him as his gatekeeper, but not all the time. That's brought out in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. He's not really there all the time, only there when he needs to be. But he is there, and he's famous as Upendra, as the younger brother. I believe he's the younger brother of Indra. So yes, and he's famous for it. He didn't lose his fame. And the gopis are called Kalankini. The gopis I say so many bad things about gopis. They haven't become famous by running after Krishna. They haven't become famous for their Atmanavedanam. They become defamed on one level, on society level. There's not all kinds of wonderful, beautiful words to glorify the gopis. But this Vamanadev, Bali Maharaj is, Vamanadev. Bali Maharaj is just Bali Maharaj. He doesn't have any other names, but the Lord is famous as Urakram, as the younger brother of Indra. At any rate, that is there, because when you read the 9 devotees who obtain perfection by Navaveda Bhakti, Bali Maharaj is called Atmanavedanam. But the fullest definition of Atmanavedanam is none other than the gopis. No one surrendered more than them. So his surrender is phenomenal in compared to any other ordinary bhakta. But when you go into the level of extraordinaire of the gopis, that orbit of devotees, then they are the supreme Atman Nivedana. They are the exemplars, perfect examples of the fullest extent of pure surrender.